Ooh, the sword dance is a cool one. I like this one. The sword dance is in a D minor position. Do you know how I know that? Because it says it right there. Also because you're playing a D minor chord in the left hand and you're starting on a D minor position in the right hand. It makes a lot of sense to me. So divide this one in by phrases. Basically our phrases are usually 4 bars, and in this song it's basically every measure. Every line is a phrase. We repeat a lot of phrases too, so notice how the first phrase and the second phrase are really similar. Also the 1, 2, 3, 5th phrase and the 6th phrase are pretty similar. Watch that stuff, it helps out. So look at your left hand when you're learning this piece. You have a D minor chord, and then we have some intervals in the left hand. That third measure is a second to another interval. Think about them. Think about that when you're learning it. That should help a lot. And then use your directions for your readings. So we're starting on 2 and going up, then down, 1, up and down, down. Okay, so there's not really much to that little A section. When we get to the measure 9 and 13, that's a little bit of a B section. Sounds a little bit different. We started here, and then at measure 9 we go. So then it goes back in your A section. So we have kind of that little sandwich in there, that B section that changes the music up a little bit. In that B section we crescendo and diminuendo, and then we just jump up an octave, but no crescendo. If you remember before, that's called an echo, when we do the same thing just higher, and it's usually softer that second time. So echo that the second time through that. Notice your ties on the left hand, you don't play that A, we only play it once in that whole line. Okay? Then we go back to the B section, or the A section. And here we have an ottava sign at the end. Practice that a couple times. You should do those last 3 chords. Make sure you count 2. Rep that, because that is a very easy thing to mess up, and nothing sounds less cool than I'm telling you to go home and practice it. So if you do something like that, you'll drive me nuts. Just practice it and be confident. Sounds awesome that way. Okay? So those are my little tips. Last thing I want you to know is those tempo terms. I'll be quizzing you at lessons, so make sure you know those 3 tempo terms. It's pronounced andante, moderato, and allegro. Don't say it wrong, I just said it right for you. Your Italian must be good for me. Can you handle it? Also remember those metronome numbers, they're pretty important. Okay? Because most of your songs now are going to say one of those 3. So if you go to andante and play it super fast, I yell at you. Okay. Take it easy.